Hello, everybody. Ooh, let me turn this off. Hold on. I almost forgot to upload the thumbnail. Okay, we should be good now. Motherfucking Bye Fairy looking good, girl. JV165, thank you for the $2. Thank you. I'm feeling alright. It's Halloween season. Hello. Are you super excited for this stacked card this weekend? I am mildly excited. It's not as stacked for me as I think I wish it was. But it's okay. I'll take it. Hello, Jason. Hello, Grivzolka. Anyways, guys, the reason I'm doing this video is because there is too much shit on this desk. Stacked as in it's weighing down the UFC. Yeah. Happy early Halloween to you too, JV165. Yeah, I struggled to release a video this week, so we're just gonna be doing the predictions live. Yeah. I am so thirsty, it's not even funny how thirsty I am. Oh my god. What's up, y'all? I made it live! Yes, guys. Welcome to the 10 p.m. live. We are going to be doing predictions live. Yeah, this is the best I could do this week. This is the best I could do, so we're doing it like this. And we're not going to complain. Why does it feel like forever? Good to see you all. It does feel like forever a little bit, yeah. I'm not sure why. Oop. I got Steve Garcia Fairy. I have Steve Garcia too, of course. There's no other way. There's no other way. Okay, so let me start doing this. I want to set up. Look what I have, guys. I have this thing. So I'm gonna put this. Maybe I can take. Okay, that's serviceable. No. Actually, I'll put that back here. Guys, we're dealing with the jank setup today. This is the best I have for you. Okay. Trying to run all these tabs on my tiny screen. I got Steve Garcia, but if anyone can get a sudden KO, it's Onama. Yeah, but you guys will see. You guys will see. I will tell you all my thoughts on this very soon. Okay, so let's start off first. Banu Marco, dude, you guys are actually fucked. The ones who sent me all that shit in the Discord. Hey chat, ready for epic fights before the best card of the year. Yeah, I don't know if these fights are so epic, but it is what it is. Anyways. Holy shit, I'm so dehydrated. I don't know what it is. Anyways. Talita Al-Ansar versus Carnelosi. By the way, I don't know why I haven't put my picks into Tapology, but we're going with Al-Ansar. Why are we going with Al-Ansar? Because Carnelosi is actually not that good. She really wins by like pressure and brute force, but she lost against more technical fighters. She would have lost that fight with Piera Rodriguez had Piera not headbutted her. What else? Yeah, I just think Talita is like technical enough to actually beat her. I just feel like, yeah. Carnelosi is not that good. She relies on like probably PEDs and, you know, just force, just being stronger than her opponent. Again, this doesn't matter, I think, so much when she's actually facing someone better than her technically. But yeah, Talita is more reliable. I'm going with her. She relies on being a little boy. No, I mean, she just relies on like just like going at her opponents full like straight on, and that doesn't always work. It does not always work. Okay, I should probably log in and actually make my picks on here, but that's okay. Let's move on to the next one. Phil Rowe versus Seokyeong Ko. Guys, I'm going with Phil Rowe on this one. I'm going with Phil Rowe. I know some of you guys are picking Seokyeong Ko, but I think Phil Rowe is like a little sharper and a little bit more technical. Also, I've seen Seokyeong Ko get rocked by his opponents, like going in, and rocked by Asian dudes on the regional scene. So, you know, I don't know if I can pick him for that, especially if he's facing a guy like Phil Rowe, and Phil Rowe actually can knock you out. So, also, Phil Rowe's fought like really reputable, solid competition, like Jake Matthews, Neil Magny. Also, he killed Ange Lusa. Let's not forget that he was the underdog in that fight. Yeah, I just see Seokyeong Ko getting clipped, honestly. Getting countered right on the chin, guys. So yeah, I'm not gonna pick him. Being rocked by Asians on the regional scene is the true test. Yeah, exactly. And like he continued on the fight, you know, but I just feel like that's not gonna fly here. Okay. Let's go to the next one. The next one, Montserrat Canejo Ruiz versus Alice Ardelean. Ardelean. She's been doing better these days. I'm going with Alice Ardelean. She's actually improved a lot. She's shown this recently. She's improved a lot. So she's doing something right in her training. I'm so thirsty. I'm like, I need to get some water. But it's okay. Maybe I'll get it after this. Anyways. Also, Montserrat has not fought since 2023. I don't know what happened there, but I don't like that for her. I don't like that. If anybody knows, like, yeah, she hasn't fought since 2023. Also, did you guys see that clip of Montserrat Ruiz getting caught by Amanda Lemos just walking forward? And she was literally just walking and getting tagged, and she kept walking forward. Someone explain this to me. I can't pick this. I cannot. Yeah, she just comically died then. It was like a comical KO. JV165, thank you for the $5. My goat Montserrat is going to lose. She's from the same city in Mexico as my parents. Oh shit. Yeah, it sucks when you can't represent your people because they just are not as good. It's a sad time, but that's okay. I mean, I think she has a small chance, but unlikely. Didn't notice your new backdrop. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. But we're just, what's going on with anything, honestly. I'm just taking it one day at a time. Anyways, we're going with Alice Ardeleon. I cannot, like, I can't, yeah. You guys need to see that video. You guys need to see that fight where Amanda Lemos just kills Montserrat Ruiz. It's really, it's a thing to see. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Ketlin Vieira versus Norma Dumont. Oh wait, let me switch them. There we go. Ketlin Vieira versus Norma Dumont. That artwork is fire. I'm glad you like it. You got Norma. I have Norma too. We are lining up on picks. Okay, so I have Norma Dumont. First of all, I'm just going to start out by saying they both fought Irene Aldana. Vieira got KO'd in round 1. And Dumont won the decision. Okay. Also, I think that in this matchup, Norma has such an advantage because she's so good at fighting off the back foot. And Ketlin Vieira is not good at all in that regard. So that's like really a huge thing, to be able to still fight well off the back foot. Like, I just feel like the ball is fully in her court on this one. Yeah, it's just a really tough situation for Vieira stylistically. I don't know if she'll be able to get in the flow that she needs to get into. So, yeah. Don't think she'll be able to use all the tools in her arsenal as much as Dumont will. Normal terrible decision though, he takes it to the bookies. Why? She's actually pretty good. Have you guys, she fights well off the back foot. Sorry to ask, but can you explain the gong thing? I like it, by the way. I don't know, kind of just started. I mean, I was just using this bowl for something, and then I just started using it for donos. So that's the situation. It's been such a weird day today. It was raining all day. Yeah. It's been raining all day and I've been trying to be productive. I went to a yoga class, felt kind of weird. Just been feeling weird all day. And like trying to like keep myself sane at the same time because I never really know like where I stand. Anyways, you know what? Let me just continue on with these picks though before we get too off topic here. Yeah. Is it possible to make money out of these picks realistically? Yes, I would say so. And on Friday, I'll give you guys. Well, I can tell you at the end of this video too who I feel more sure about, but there's a random fucking gnat in this room. Anyways, I can tell you at the end who I feel more sure about. Yeah, but let's get through these first. We haven't even made it out of the prelims. Okay. Let's move on to the next one, guys. Dante Johnson versus Cedriques Dumas. I think my question here, honestly, is if you know, like, if you've been following the UFC for a while, if you know anything about Cedriques Dumas, then you're also probably wondering how he hasn't been cut yet. Because I'm wondering how he has not been cut yet. But here we are. I guess he just, you know, I don't know. Because you take one look at Dumas and you understand. Like, just take one look at him. Look at this face. Yeah? Hold on. This face. Look at this face. You take one look at this face and you understand that he's not winning against anybody who's half decent. You know what I mean? He's gonna lose. Dante Jackson is just coming off the Contender Series. He's definitely hungrier. I can see a soul behind his eyes, you know? So, yeah. He has more moves than just jab. I feel like Cedric Dumas just has his jab. I don't know, man. He's been like the most disappointing fighter I've watched in a while. Looks punch drunk, yeah. He represents the African American market. Yeah, I don't know, man. He just looks kind of dead behind the eyes. I don't know. Anyways. Has Dumas recovered? Recovered from what? Anyways. Let's move on to the next one, guys. Timmy Kwamba versus Chang Ho Lee. Guess what, guys? I'm not picking the Asians on this card. I'm going to pick Timmy Kwamba. Hold on a sec. I'm going to pick Timmy Kwamba. I think he's better on the feet. He can he brings the pressure, and he can build momentum fairly quickly if he gets in the zone. Also, Chang Ho Lee doesn't fight well on the back foot. I feel like his moments of success that we've seen are when he is like moving forward, and like, you know, we see these highlight clips of him like getting a win, and it's like, okay, yeah, people, like, a fighter can do that. They can pressure effectively sometimes, and that works. But I don't think it's going to work this time around for him. Timmy Kwamba has been around the block. I feel like he knows what to do with these guys. But yeah, Timmy Kwamba can do both. Like, he can fight off the back foot. He can also pressure. And I like, the only thing is I've seen him get rocked a few times by Lucas Almeida in their previous fight. What's up with this back foot? Back foot is when you're getting what do you mean? When you're getting pressured and you're moving backwards. Some fighters just don't know what to do with that, and some fighters remain like solid still and can fight from that like movement. Yeah, I think Lucas Almeida is generally better on the feet. I don't think that Chang Ho Lee is going to bring that kind of precision. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like what else does Chang Ho Lee have? He has like his grappling, but I don't know. I think it's going to be a Timmy Kwamba decision. Also, Timmy Kwamba lost to a split decision to Balaji Oki, which also means he almost won. So I think he's pretty solid overall. He's okay. He's good enough. He's good enough to win against Chang Ho Lee. Yeah. I have no idea, really, any of these new up-and-comers. Back foot means throwing strokes. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Billy Elicano versus, Kevin Christian. New guy. He's 6'7". That's insanely tall. A little bit too tall. Billy Elicana versus Kevin Christian. I'm gonna have to go for Billy Elicana. Kevin has not been tested yet. He usually wins a lot of his fights early, so we also don't know what his cardio looks like, how it holds up. So I'm gonna assume that he doesn't look like he's that well conditioned in that regard. I feel like also Billy Alacana can deal with this pretty significant amount of pressure. So, like, he fought Guskov, and Guskov was... in that fight, I noticed that Guskov was, like, constantly pressuring forward, like, at a really exhausting pace. And I just don't see Kevin doing this. And yeah, eventually Billy Alacana did die. Like, I feel like he finally gassed at some point in round 2, but I just feel like this isn't going to happen with Kevin Christian. He doesn't have the vibe that he's going to be like this. How can I convince you to pick JDM over Islam? I don't know, JV165. Thank you for the $2, but honestly, the closer that fight gets, the more I'm, like, leaning towards Islam. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be an Islam win. But we'll see. We'll see. I feel like once we start getting all of the media coverage around that time, that's when we'll be able to make an actual solid decision. That's the same height as you, Fairy. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Alan Nascimento versus Cody Durden. Oh. So, oh my god. So I'm going to go with Alan Nascimento. Cody Durden's taking this fight on short notice. I'm pretty sure it was Estevam. Something Estevam. Fuck, what was his name? Rafael Estevam was supposed to be fighting. Anyways, so Cody Durden's taking this shit on super short notice. Also, Cody Durden, like, too much of an emotional fighter, too chaotic in the start and then just fades. Really not a good stylistic situation against Alan Nascimento. Yeah, and I just feel like after round 1, when Cody Durden gasses, he's just going to become a prime submission target for Alan Nascimento. So I'm going to take Nascimento by sub, actually, in like the 2nd or 3rd round. I would say like 2nd round sub, honestly. I feel like I can see that happening. Alan for sure, yeah. I still wish Alex fought Islam on a fight camp for the 2nd fight. Broke at the heart. I still think he won the 1st, but either way, Islam is insane. Yeah, I just feel like Islam has more tools to win the fight, you know what I mean? Even if I think JDM is better on the feet, I just feel like it's not going to fully matter. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Let us move on to the next one. Oh, hold on. Charles Radke versus Daniel Frunza. Guys, I'm going with Charles Radke. Daniel Frunza cannot handle pressure at all. He absolutely cannot handle pressure, and that's a terrible position to find yourself in when you're fighting Charles Radke. Like, he crumbled so fast against Reese McKee, and Reese McKee isn't even a dangerous dude like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he managed to kill Daniel Frunza. So, I feel like Frunza does better against slower paced dudes. Dudes who fight at a distance, who have like minimal pressure, minimal aggression. That's not the case with Charles Radke. So I feel like Charles Radke is almost a guarantee. Like, Charles Radke is, I feel like, a lock. One of them on this card. But yeah, I just feel like once Charles Radke starts landing, it's gonna be over, because not every opponent has defense as bad as Daniel Frunza, but Daniel Frunza's defense really is not ideal. Like he just doesn't know how to handle pressure. So I'm gonna pick Radke by KO. Yeah, that is the pick. Do you think Islam or Khabib is better? I feel like overall Islam is probably a little better, like altogether. It's hard to fully say that though, because I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Khabib perfected one kind of thing, whereas Islam just made himself look a really well-rounded guy. Yeah. Also, Islam had his dad. Sorry, not Islam. Khabib had his dad supporting him, and I feel like that really changes a lot for a person. Yo, I wish I had a dad supporting me. It's okay. I know my dad is supporting me somewhere out there. Anyways, guys, let's move on. Isaac Delgarian versus Yadir Del Valle. Yadir Del Valle? Yadir Del Valle. I'm picking Isaac Delgarian. Yes. Yes, I am. I don't know who to pick for this one, but it is some 50-50 shit because, like, I feel like it's going to depend on who can, like, more effectively employ their toolkit on this one, yeah? So I feel like Isaac Delgarian has his pressure heavy start where he just jumps on you, kind of hopes for the best. Hopes that he can finish you in that first round. So I just feel like it's going to be a matter of how well Yadir survives that in the first round. If he makes it out of there, and then like maybe he has a successful second and third round, but somehow I feel like Delgarian could actually get this one, you know. Like I'm not getting the sense that Yadir is gonna be that tough. I don't know. Again, I don't know. This is a difficult one for me to pick. I'm just gonna pick the guy that like feel like I just feel like Delgarian is gonna win. That's the best I got for that one. All right. Don't we all? Yeah. Marab is better than Habib and Islam? Interesting. Habib is just good at smothering? Yeah, I guess so. That's a different type of situation. Islam's more well-rounded. I just feel like Habib has such a good ground game. It's legit insane. Yeah, but that's because he chose to, like, specialize in that. This is an easy Garcia W, let's be real. Dude, it's so easy. I'll get into it. I will get into it. We're not there yet. We're almost there, though. Let's move on to the next one. Jeremiah Wells versus Themba Garimbo. I feel like I haven't seen Themba Garimbo in a long time, but here we are. Here we are. You're going Wells? Yeah, I was considering that too, honestly. But at the end of the day, I think I'm going to go with Themba Garimbo. Themba Garimbo, he's got the hungrier kid. No, I'm just kidding. He did say, though, that I just feel like sometimes when a fighter tells you something, you should listen to them. Like Themba Garimbo saying that his kids are more important. Well, I understand that, like, fucking Jeremiah Wells has kids. Everyone's kids are the most important kids to them, but I don't know, man. I just feel like... But didn't Themba Garimbo also cry last time because, like, someone died? I don't know, someone that he knew died, and he made a whole scene about it at the end of the fight. And he barely won too, so it wasn't like, I don't know, it was a little questionable. But He last fought Vicente. Oh yeah, but oh yeah, that's right. He also said though that he was fighting with an injury. He said that he was fighting with an injury. Garimbo W, don't make this card too easy for me to beat you. Well, I am picking Garimbo. Garimbo is, in fact, the pick. But thank you for the 11 months of membership. Sorry, I fucking zoned out for a second there. Thank you for the 11 months. That was a good ding. Anyways. Themba Garimbo. Yeah, guys, like, remember last week when I said Mitch Raposo told all of us that he's been dotting his I's and crossing his T's, and I was like, I don't know if I could fully trust him because he talks a lot, but that time, look, he actually fucking won. So sometimes when a fighter tells you something, you gotta believe him, you know. Again, I was hesitant, but Raposo managed to pull through. So sometimes if you notice someone's energy and it seems genuine, then you should probably, like, look into it a little more. Anyways, I'm going to pick Themba Garimbo. Yeah, Jeremiah Wells does have a chance, but I'm going to pick the guy who seems like a little more committed overall. Let's move on to the next one. Waldo Cortes Acosta versus Ante Delija. Guys, you might be disappointed in who I'm picking for this one. Yo, I am picking Waldo Cortes Acosta, bruh. I am picking Salsa Boy. Yes. Why? Why, you may ask? I know. First of all, I've underestimated Waldo one too many times before. Not again will I be making this mistake. Wild pick. Let me explain, okay? I feel like Waldo has seen it all. I feel like he's fought, like, all of the fighters. He can deal with the pressure-heavy fighters. He can fight well off the back. But, like, he's pretty quick also for a fucking heavyweight. Like, he doesn't get flustered or sloppy. So I just feel like he's good and solid overall. No, you betrayed us with the Waldo pick. I know, I'm sorry. I know that was going to be a controversial one. Thank you for the $2, JV165. I knew it would be a little controversial, but let me explain, okay? So Ante Delija has this, like, classic Eastern, Southeastern European dominant pressure approach, right? Like, starting off the fight with lots of energy, coming in hot, you know what I mean? I just feel like Waldo knows how to deal with this shit already. He's fought guys like this. He's fought guys with this kind of energy before. And again, this I feel like this would work, like Ante Delija's approach would work against someone who would crumble. I just feel like Waldo doesn't crumble like that. So yeah. I just feel like Delija's gonna have a good first round and then slowly fade. That's usually what I see from these types of dudes. Good first round, starts fading slowly. So yeah, I'm actually going with Waldo by decision. Possible TKO if Ante gasses too much. Ante subscribes to the Polish style. Exactly. This is what I'm thinking too. Ante has been held up against the fence to a loss by a blob. Yes. So this is what I'm saying, guys. Like, I see the excitement about him overall. Like, I get it, but I've seen this game before. And Waldo Cortes Acosta is like the fraud checker. He's the fraud checker of the division, I feel, right? So I'm just saying. I know people on Topology are picking Delija, right? Yeah. See, 31% for Cortes Acosta, 69% for Delija. They don't know though. Oh, but it's like mostly KO, so they think that he's gonna have a good first round. But again, Waldo has seen this shit before. He's not a noob to this. Like, look who he's fought. Okay, he lost to Sergey Pavlovich, just a different story. But he fought Sergey Spivak, he fought Ryan Spann, he fought Robles de Spain. I mean, Robles de Spain had like a good, also like an explosive first round, and then what happened? Lucas Bursky. I mean, Lucas Bursky kind of sucks anyways. Andrea Lossi. So I'm just saying, like, he's fought these types of dudes. Like, he'll be fine. He's not gonna die on us in the first round. Anyways. He is literally the gatekeeper, yeah. Auntie looked really good last time out, though. Who did he fight? Oh, Marcin Tybura? I wasn't able to find that fight. Yeah, that was the one fight I wasn't able to find. I, like, mildly remember it. But I wanted to rewatch it, and I couldn't find it on Fight Pass, so I don't know why. But yeah, it was not available to me. But again, first round, like, I don't know. Like, Marcin Tybura is also not, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I'm picking Waldo. We'll see. The judges ain't picking Waldo in a close fight with Delija. Marcin Tybura is better than Sergey Spivak. I like Ante to win. We'll see. We will see. It's a tough one for me to pick, honestly. I just feel like overall, if it's going the distance, which I feel like it might, I feel like Waldo's got better chances if it's going the distance. Because, again, the Tybura KO... Oh. How early was that in the first round? 2 minutes. And that was his debut. So, I mean, I don't know. It's still hard to, like, it's hard to gauge how good he is, really. Again, I've just seen questionable moments with him. Oops. I've seen questionable moments with him before, so, yeah. Anyways. To be fair, he lost to Tybura too. Yeah, I know. In 2015, I saw that when I could barely recognize them both when I saw that fight. I was like, wait, what? Tybura with hair? Anyways, Giuliano, thank you for the $20. Thank you. Waldo is dead. He's fought cans except for an injured Spivak. Delija fights to kill KK. I hope this is our only disagreement. You being up 9-6 on cards gives us false hope to the other channels. I'm over baking like 10 plus 0. Oh, I'm oven baking. Okay. Like 10 plus 0. Dude, we'll see. I feel like of all the picks on so you're not picking the Asians either. I just feel like of all the picks on this card, Waldo has a solid chance, unlike, yeah. Some of the other ones are close, like the Themba Grimbo Jeremiah Wells situation, Isaac Dilgarian versus Yadir Delvalle. But yeah. Okay, anyways, guys, the last one, Steve Garcia versus David Onama. I'm taking Steve Garcia, of course. Steve Garcia via fucking violence because, again, David Onama is pretty clean in his technique, but I'm just afraid that his approach is going to be too polite for Steve Garcia, if you know what I mean, because Steve Garcia... one second. Steve Garcia is a savage. I've seen him in positions, like in shitty positions, where he just suddenly decides he doesn't want to be there and reverses it. Like, do you guys remember when Kyle Nelson was on top of him and was starting to like work and work and work, and Steve Garcia is lying there on the bottom, suddenly realizes like, wait, what the fuck am I doing here? I don't want to be at the bottom. Reverses it and then just proceeds to destroy Kyle Nelson. Like, Steve Garcia is special, so I'm gonna pick him by KO. I just feel like there's no other way. Like, he's actually a savage. Second best thing. Yeah, this is a good one. I'm getting some good things today. Some good bull hits. Garcia W, yeah. J165, thank you for the $2. Steve is the only fighter to acknowledge Cater. Sorry, why did I read that as acknowledge? To knock down Cater. To be fair, I feel like that's not too much of an impressive thing, I feel like. Although I just feel like Cater was never all that. I don't know. Yeah, the Kyle Nelson win was just crazy. Do you guys remember the Melquizael Costa win? Holy shit, the Melquizael Costa win. He's just too much. He lost to Mahashete, dang. He lost to Mahashete. Back in 2022. Anyways, I just feel like, yeah, he's too much of a savage. Too much of a savage. Cater's on a loss streak. Yeah, he's not the best here. Terry, we only have one different pick. Oh, shit. Oh, is it the Delesia pick? What the fuck? Hypnosis Bomb? It's a good one. Steve's ones are aging really good. Yeah, they are. He is really solid. I should have brought more liquid here. I'm so dehydrated, but I guess that's okay. Overall. But those are all my picks. I'll tell you guys who I feel more confident about. So, the few that I've written down here: Alice Ardilian. I feel pretty good about Norma Dumont, to be honest. Alan Nascimento, lock. Charles Radke, lock. Steve Garcia, lock. So that's 5. 5, the least confident one would probably be Alice Ardilian versus Montserrat Ruiz. But the other 4, like Norma Dumont, Alan Nascimento, Charles Radke, Steve Garcia, those are all solid. I think Alice is a lock. Yeah, she's the 5th one for me, but again, I know, like, for some reason with women sometimes it gets weird, but like I do feel pretty good about her. Sorry, quick recap. I have Ellen Sar, KO, Ardilian, Dumont, Lee, Elicana, Nascimento, Radke, Del Valle, Garimbo, Delesia, Garcia. Disagreements. The only disagreement we have is Delesia. That's our only disagreement. Thank you for the $5, Giuliano. That is our only disagreement. Alice is a lock off of Montserrat's devastating mediocrity. Yeah. No, she's been improving. I know. I do think she's gonna win. I just think sometimes it gets weird with these fights. When it's just too much. Too many unpredictable factors. Anyways, guys, Halloween is around the corner. I'm still reading from Montserrat, though. Yeah, you got it. She's from your hometown. Halloween. What are you doing for Halloween, Fairy? I don't know. I was invited to a party, but I'm kind of like, I kind of don't really care about going to parties where there's going to be a bunch of drunk people. You know? That's the one thing I've noticed about New York is that people here just drink a lot. So there's a lot of alcoholics. Watch out for people giving out edibles on Halloween, chat. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like. Cheers, KK. If you win, I'll work myself up to an entertaining crash show for you. Okay, fair. No, I want to make picks this week that I feel are like sneakily good. Like the anti-Delegia thing, I feel like everyone's on anti-Delegia, and I get it. I totally get it. But this is the like I feel like Waldo is the one that could, you know, stop that whole thing. I'd love an edible right now. I kind of want to eat one, honestly, too. Like I have some edibles. I'm actually super thirsty though. I think that's the first thing I should do. It's New York, of course. They will drink in that sad city. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, it's like that. But there's also some amazing things here too. I was also thinking about going up into upstate New York on Sunday with some friends, so that could be fun. Yeah, I prefer more of like a cozier family type of vibe, you know? Less get super drunk and belligerent at some party type of vibe. That's not really my thing. Didn't even know this card was happening. I know, I barely like, dude, I couldn't even bring myself to post a video. I was just like, I'm just gonna go live and make my picks and hope for the best, because for some reason just the thought of this card was exhausting me this whole week. But I figured I'd still get you guys and still give you the picks. You streaming the fights, Fairy? I probably will be. I don't know how much. I mean, yeah. I probably will be. Are you gonna watch Gable Stevenson and Brian Battle fight here in a bit? No, probably not. I'm probably gonna go to bed. Maybe do some meditation. Sometimes I really need some like extra. I feel like I'm the only person. Like maybe I need to call my friends and talk with them. Cause sometimes life just gets overwhelming. Even though nothing's really like happening, I'm just sometimes your brain can trap you. You better stream at least the co-main. One of us has to get paid by the other. Yeah, okay. You need to become Catholic. Yeah, no thanks. Calling friends and talking is a vibe. Do that. Maybe I'll call my brother, actually. Fuck, it's Thursday and it's 11 o'clock, which means it's too late to call my brother. But yeah, that's okay. My little siblings want me to take them trick-or-treating, but that would mess with my Friday night drinking. No, you should take them trick-or-treating pill. Wait, you only get that experience with them once, you know? Or like a few times. They're not going to be young forever. You can drink with them. You can drink anytime, dude. And they're going to remember you for taking, like, dude, I remember when I was a kid, my dad taking me out trick-or-treating. It was a wholesome time, you know? So, it's just fucking annoying ass bug. Gotta go, Fairy. Always enjoying these yap sessions. Till next time. Always enjoy these definitely. Till next time, J165. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll do are they even doing a weigh-in for this card? Because I know sometimes for these Vegas cards, they just forego the ceremonial altogether. Yes, call people and speak your thoughts. I shall. I'll call whoever will answer. Well, not really, because sometimes I just feel like I need to share my thoughts with someone who will really receive them. And give me, like, their thoughts on what I'm saying instead of just telling me, like, oh, it will be okay. Like, I know it will be okay, bruh. That's not why I'm telling you. You know? Anyways. It's not that I don't think it's gonna be okay, like, dude. I got egged when I was a kid with my elder sister. Other than that, my Halloweens have been pretty wholesome. Nice. It seems pretty wholesome here, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna... It's just tough seeing all these people, like most of the people here, I feel like when I interact with them, I can tell that they like had some sort of upbringing. I don't know. For some reason, like, yeah, there's like a level of misunderstanding between me and them. Not always though. You gotta find your community, but I'm just saying most of the time. Anyways, and it's a little depressing sometimes. But either way, it's all good. I'm just, yeah. It's a devil's night. Let's have a party. There's a full moon in the sky. It's our love, but I don't want to die. Is that a song? Thank you for the $5, Juliano. I don't know that one if it is. Listen, most people are casualties of group dynamic, one-on-one. They're not all one-dimensional. True. That's true. It's just that I guess it's probably just a me problem, honestly. It's probably just a me problem. I also let my, like, negative thoughts get the best of me sometimes. That's why, like, like, whenever the negative thoughts come in, I have to, like, try really hard to offset them with positive ones. Otherwise, I really... I'm gonna... Anyways. I have to, like, really try and offset them with positive ones because otherwise it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope down to fucking Depressoville. And then I get reminded of all the shit that sucks. This is just a really terrible spot. So I don't want to find myself there. So, who do you think wins Tom versus Gon rematch? I think Tom still wins, to be honest. Especially now that, like, he's fought Cyril Gon once. I feel like he's gonna go back to his training camp, rethink everything that went wrong. Fix up the technique, you know? Fix up his cardio. Haha, no, not just you. And also, you have to ride through your negative thoughts. Can't force yourself to feel or on feelings. I know, I just wish I had, like, I think at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know if it's like this for me because I'm a woman, but I don't know, maybe it's like this for you guys. Like, I mean, I technically have a mom, but I can't talk to her about anything, and I just wish that, like, some day, like, there are some days where I'm like, ah, fuck, I wish I could tell my mom about this, and I just realized, like, oh, there's no mom to tell. And there's no dad to tell either, so I'm like, there's no one to tell about this. And that kind of sucks. But, yeah. And so these are the times where I have to, like, I have to, like, not get too negative and realize that, like, okay, it's fine. You know, most people are like you, Fairy. Are they? are most people like me? Is that the ultimate realization that I'm tripping too much about it? Don't worry, you can tell us. Nope. No, actually, I cannot. And that, I'm a woman? Fairy? Yeah. I'm a woman, meaning I'm no longer a child. You know what I mean? Make do with what you got. I'm making do. It's just, like, I don't know what the solution is for, like, not, for, like, feeling better about not having a parents. Why not take solace in Guru? Sounds like you both would relate to the parent thing, or what are you talking about? What's your favorite type of bread? I don't really eat bread, but when I do, I eat sourdough bread. Do you think Yuri is a super romantic guy? Is a super romantic guy based on how he yearns for Alex? I don't know. He could be. He could be. He seems like he would be. He's a very, like, emotional dude, so yeah, I would imagine so. Sometimes when you're a person, you wear stretchy pants in your room. It's for fun. Not sourdough? What? What's wrong with sourdough? W-Fay? Greek bread? Multigrain? I don't really fuck with bread, dude. But yeah, if I eat it, it's gonna be sourdough. Or, like, in Russian we have chorny chlieb, which is black bread. It's just a really dark. I don't know what the fuck this tiny bug is doing in this room, because it's, like, October. Anyways. You should get the Real Food Cookbook to help with any sadness. I'm good on that, dude. I'm good on that. My mom was always super healthy, so I don't really need all that. I am not the target audience for that. Only bread Fairy fucks with is that cash money. Yeah. Sounds like you and Guru share similar existential crisis. Yeah, probably. Probably. You can usually tell, yeah. You can usually spot another. Oh, there goes the light. Should I turn it back on? Ooh, that looks... Okay, yeah, wait, hold on. The rain sounds are coming. Wait, no, this is not what we wanted. Okay. Turn off the lights. Are you going to 322? I am not, no. Picoted beef психотерапевтические беседы в среде любителей ММА. Yes. Иногда это важно. Иногда. I just don't know what to do with myself sometimes, honestly. Because I don't want to escape this unfortunate reality that I'm in. Yeah. And there's like this is one of the things. Like I don't have my parents to call and like share my sadness and my fears and my happiness or anything with. You know what I mean? So I have some friends that I've collected throughout the years, but again, like, and I feel like so many people are trying to escape their problems with like drugs and alcohol. And I'm not trying to escape. I'm trying to like make things better, you know? Trying to make things better. Remember your goals? I'm remembering my goals. I am, but I'm just saying it's fucking difficult sometimes. As an immigrant alone in a foreign country, I feel you. Yeah. Oh, okay. So for any of you who are immigrants, also, on top of all this shit, also being a fucking immigrant person, you basically like if you were a first generation immigrant, like you just never fit in anywhere from day one. Like that was my experience. Just like I don't think anyone ever fully accepted my existence anywhere. But that might have also been my own projection. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, having a thick Russian accent in, like, kindergarten is not the way to make friends. Being present, definitely best way to be. 100%. 100% I agree with you. I just think that maybe if I become the best yoga person, the best yoga teacher, I could maybe help myself and other people too. I could be the mom for us all, guys. I could be the mom I never had and the mom you never had. Look at that. And Guru's problem is feeling so tethered to his obligations as he sees them that he allows himself to be trapped and fears that he has no other identity. I don't know. I guess. But also at the same time, I don't fully blame him for, I mean, I don't know. He's not in a bad position, to be honest. He's not in a bad position. Great idea, avoiding the path of drugs / booze. Nothing good comes of it and only delays your healing and makes things harder. Being sober allows us to truly sit with our emotions and feel them. Yeah, and it actually allows you to solve the underlying problems, you know. The fake Russian accent is entertaining. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed. We accept you here, know that? Yeah, because I've collected my community of depressed fatherless folk. My depressed fatherless folk. Hey, I'm an immigrant. I was 7 years old, but still American teachers taking attendance can't pronounce Giuliano. Really? I feel like that isn't a difficult one to pronounce. But yoga comes from India. Ever considered that? Yeah, that's why I went there twice and I'm going again. Dude, for real, like going back home, I'm too American, and being in America, I'm too foreign, and being bilingual, you're never 100% in either language. You can connect, but you're still not fully home anywhere. Yeah, I feel like that's why I've just been traveling, because I've never felt... That's why I feel like I'm looking for a family somewhere. India so far has been the best replacement for India has been the best parent replacement that I've found. Really, it has. Like, I feel like I've allowed myself to like exist normally when I was there. Yeah. With you being into yoga and meditation, you should be called the MMA guru. Okay. Great mom like Mackenzie. Is Mackenzie doing a mom? Remember, Guru had basically 0 following for years. Keep on the grind. Yeah. To be fair, I feel like I could be putting in more effort into this channel. That also just terrifies me, though. Like, I actually prefer, like, I don't want to be, like, I don't think I want to get to, like, Guru's level of fame. You know what I mean? I'd rather not. Like, it's fine. I'm sure I would know how to deal with it once I get there, but I'd prefer to get there slower rather than faster. You know what I mean? But yeah. California KK, I wouldn't sell you something I haven't bought and benefited for myself. I grew up in New York City. It puts hate into your heart. I mean, I've been to California too. I'm not really like sold on America, to be honest, Giuliano. Like, America is not the jam for me. I would probably live in Canada if I would probably live in Nova Scotia. Like, Montreal is cool too, but there's too many French people. But I feel like Canada has the right amount of socialism, you know what I mean? And my brothers are there. I still have my brothers. Hey, don't forget, my mom may have fucked up, but at least she gave me 2 brothers. I'm not totally alone. It would have sucked if I was totally alone. So, come to America in 2028. I could see you saying Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia is good. Nova Scotia is good. What age do I want to start a family? I don't know. When I have, like, I don't know. I would say, like, when I have my life more together, when I'm a little bit more, like, established as a person. Which I feel like is kind of happening soon. Like, I am accomplishing my goals. I'm just doing it slowly. And I feel like I'm doing it pretty fucking well for a parentless child. Okay? So, I can't be too hard on myself. I know there's people my age that haven't even left the fucking house, so I am just extremely hard. I get really hard on myself, but at the same time, I feel like that allows me to actually progress in life and not be a fucking total loser. You know what I mean? Slow motion beats no motion. This is true. This is true. I am counting I'm actually extremely grateful. All things considered, life could have been way worse for me. It's just there's a lot of things I don't fully understand sometimes. But again, that's the thing is, like, but one last thing I do want to say is, like, I actually have forgiven my mom. Guys, I've forgiven my mother. If you've been on this channel for long enough, you understand what that means. Can't imagine leaving Alaska at this point. The other states just seem like a letdown. Dang, how's it like in Alaska? Red or blue pill Trinity? Why the pill? Why the pill? The real truth is realizing that there is no, like, side, and it's all just the pill is purple, actually. Anyways, I've forgiven my mom, guys. I've forgiven my mom. Holy shit, there's 2 of these fucking bugs now. I see the inner child, myself in them. I know, that's the horrifying. Oh, the Yuri and Charles. Sorry, I thought you were talking something else. Love the channel. Keep rocking, girl. Thanks, Todd. Reddit randomly make poison. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to live in a poor Asian country. You can, if you want to. Go to Vietnam. Anyways, I've forgiven my mom, and that's given me some freedom. Because I realized that, maybe, even though she fucked up hard, maybe that was the best she really could do. You know what I mean? Maybe actually, all things considered, that was the best she could do. And although that's extremely disappointing, and yeah, like just understanding that she only had that many tools and her life evolved in such a way that she had to become this person. Like nature did that to her, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I gotta just like forgive it. And now that I do, I feel bad. Like I feel bad for her situation because I'm like, hey, it must really suck to like be a human being with that kind of mindset towards people close to you, and to totally, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna get too into it, but the point is I instead of feeling like upset or bitter or whatever, I just feel sorry. Nice trauma dump. How is it a trauma dump? I don't think you understand the definition of a trauma dump. I literally just said I forgave my mom. How is that a trauma dump? BRB, I'm about to call my mom. Damn it, fair. You should call your mom, dude. Yeah, call your mom while she's still alive. That's one thing I'm coming to terms with, is the fact that like I'm really becoming like I'm evolving as a human, and I feel like most people, if you guys had a parent like my mom, you wouldn't talk to her either. But I'm not doing that. I'm being an evolved human, and I'm saying, you know what? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna treat you the way you did not treat me. So opposite, yeah? So maybe, yeah. Or you have a good... I don't have a father, Feto. I seems you're new on here. But anyways, one of my best friends has kind of a rough relationship with her mom, but it is very close to her dad, so these issues are difficult to resolve without forgiveness. I think it's a really good thing. You need forgiveness at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, something I realized is like, we're not all that different, us humans, you know? So... And like, it's a weird thing nature does when you have a parent. It like forces you to like be attached to them, so you don't really have a choice. I know people who got abandoned completely and still talk to their mom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's kind of the boat that I'm in, but you know what? Like, I just feel like, again, not everybody can do the, like, not everybody understands what they need to do as a parent. And some people do. And my mom, you know, at least what my mom did is she fed me a healthy fucking diet growing up, and, yeah. She taught me how to not be a total retard, so I guess I'll take that. Take the good, leave the bad, you know? I could have had like it definitely could have been worse, I guess. But my mother literally called police because I'm male and won't let me live in my family home, even sleeping in a car. Okay. Anyways, the stories vary, but the thing that's important to remember is if you don't forgive. She said, okay, dude, I don't know, like when people tell me shit like this on my chat, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to say to you. Don't start dumping your, like, there's a difference between, like, you see how I'm not telling you individual stories of what happened, I'm just telling you general concepts. So it's not a trauma dump. Thank you for the $2, Weary Traveler. Very gang. So it's not actually, I'm not telling you like individual stories because that brings the whole vibe down. I'm telling you like how the dynamics are working. Anyways, I'm gonna kill all these motherfucking bugs. I think there's 2 of them now. I don't know where they come from. Garcia or Onama, and why? Garcia because he is a savage. Onama fights too cutely, to be honest, for Steve Garcia. I just think he's gonna maul him. But yeah, the point is, I was gonna say, if you don't forgive the people that caused you pain in life, then you will forever be a victim to those circumstances, and you don't want that. Do you have gnats in your house too? They all over here. Yeah, they are. I don't know where they're coming from, but it could be because there are some windows open upstairs. I don't know. But yeah, as I said, if you don't forgive the people that cause you pain in life, you might just become like them in some ways, and you kind of leave yourself open to be a victim. You don't want that. You don't want to be a victim. So do your best to forgive them for yourself and realize that people only hurt you because they're full of pain themselves. They're full of pain and misery and they don't know how to deal with it, because if they were healthy, they would never treat you like that, right? Anyways, I think that's why I'm like more at peace with everything in my life, because I realize that like the people that are talking negative things to me or saying anything like mean they mostly have an issue with themselves. Also, I've dealt with enough of that shit, so I just like I know where it's fully coming from now. Mystic KO, thank you for the $10. Let's go, Waldo. Hell yeah, dude, I'm on Waldo's side too. Everyone's got Ante Delija, but they don't know. They don't know what they're gonna see this Saturday. They're going to see a class act from Waldo Cortez Acosta. Why so serious? I don't know. It sometimes happens that way. Going forward in your life, what is one expectation you want to fulfill? I want to stop being afraid of myself. And not even of myself, but yeah, of like myself, because I think for a long time I've been suppressing like very human desires or emotions. Like I just feel like I don't feel them. I mean, I do feel them, but they're like somewhere distant. So I want to just get more into, because I notice it in my interactions, like whenever someone gets too close to me, I just like shut them out, which isn't exactly ideal. Do you think you scare people? I don't think so. I've actually been told that like I have a very nice presence. So I'll take that. Like a literally verbatim been told like I have a palpable presence. So I don't know. I think that's a good thing. I also think I'm a little different in real life. Because you guys only see me through a screen, but damn, you're so cool, Faye. Thanks you, Marco. I think everyone has the potential to be cool, to be honest. They just haven't faced themselves fully. You have transcended being human. On some levels. The last step is I'll fully transcend being human once I deal with the self-expression issue. Are you scared of feeling hurt, or is it because you have spiritual or financial goals you seek beforehand? Yeah, I don't know. I've just been like this for a while. But it's just that I just feel like most people are not safe for me to interact with. It's just, like, because I can tell that they're not gonna fully get it. So I only, like, and that's most people. So, anyways, like, of your earthly attachments, true. But the point is, I guess, long story short, if you can name the problem, talk it out, then you are able to solve it. True, I guess so, yeah. You're different in real life, but you've gotten much better at making your communication seamless when you stream, which is emotionally healthy. That's nice. I'll take that. Read that in a book. Nice. But yeah, I mean, I've let go of a lot of my attachments overall. I think for me, the last step is just to, like, figure out how to communicate with people in a healthy way. I think that's actually what it is mostly, is that my like upbringing was very much not healthy in a way. So, or like, let's just say not typical, okay? Let's just say not typical. So I know that I can't interact with people that way, and I haven't been taught a different way, so I'm kind of in this, like, middle gray zone where I know what not to do, but I don't know what to do. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, ugh, how do I proceed? Anyways, so I guess the thing is, what I did accept, though, is that, like, hey, okay, you won't know how to proceed in, like, the typical way that a person would if they, grew up in a regular sort of situation. That's okay. You're just gonna have to find people in your life that will understand that. That's all. I just need to surround myself with people that know that I didn't get trained. I didn't get trained socially in the normal way, so that's all. Follow your gut, don't be scared, homie. I'm trying. In my opinion, you're communicating with us in a very healthy way. No, honestly, I think I'm like I'm actually good. Like, at the end of the day, I understand that I'm good. I just have high standards for myself, extremely high standards. So I don't want to deal with the pain anymore, dude. There's been enough pain in my life, in my family, all that shit. I don't want it, so. Upbringing is literally an unavoidable cutscene. You have implications for the rest of your, yeah, and how you perceive and interact with the world. I know, so that's yeah. So that's okay, and I realized that, like, I can't be too hard on myself for that, and most people just won't get it, and that's okay. Because the ones that will, those are the ones I'm trying to have in my life. You interact like a real human being face to face. I can attest to that. You just overthink these things when you're alone. Gonna finish this video and drop a piece. KK, say a prayer for Waldo. I will be saying a prayer for Waldo, but I don't think he's gonna need any. I think I need to say a prayer for Delesia. I don't know. We'll see though. You have no enemies? Yeah, I hope not. But I mean, no. Overall, I'm good. I just every now and then I have these thoughts coming in, and like feeling that. But I've treated people well in my life. And I know that I have people that are on my side, so at the end of the day, like, I'm not that worried. Like, I don't know, dude. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I think it's time for me to go. Good talk. Good chat. I'm gonna kill these motherfucking gnats that are flying around. Get really violent on them. And we'll see. Tomorrow's the 31st. Maybe I'll do... Should I do some like makeup for tomorrow or just Saturday? I could do 2 different things. Or I can just do my classic dark thing. I can get some cool like colored contacts. Do a Halloween stream. Maybe I will, yeah. I can do one for tomorrow. Check the drain and plans for gnats. They could be there. Oh, yeah, that could be the situation. Either would be cool. I'm gonna go to the store tomorrow. Pick up some black makeup, guys. We going hard. What do you say? Black and like pink? Black and pink. I feel like black and pink is cool. That was my go-to, like black, pink, purple. Anyways, Fairy, don't overthink things. Your mind can be your best friend or your worst enemy. I know. Scary movie watch along stream? Maybe. I'm not a huge fan of scary movies though, to be honest. If not turn the plants, there's a type of palette you can buy and you'll get rid of them. A palette, okay. Oh, pellet. Okay, sorry. Yeah. I'll search it up on Amazon. Black, yellow. Nah. We do black, pink. Black, pink. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for what I should do, you can drop it in the Discord. There's a suggestions channel. Suggestions channel in the Discord. And do you actually put money down on the fights at all? I do. I've made some money on my own picks because I have good picks. Sometimes I just know. I've lost a little bit of money too, but I've made more than I've lost. I'm gonna go to the bodega and get myself a drink. Do you guys have any recommendations? Americans in the chat? Anybody who's... I mean, do you guys have bodegas everywhere? Or is that just a New York thing? Cucumber soda, is that a thing? No, I want something like either sugar-free or very low sugar. I'm not a sugar girl. Get a diet or Dr. Kelp? Dr. Kelp? Wait, let me I just make coffee at home. I don't want coffee though. Dr. Kelp. Ugh. Oh, okay. That's a SpongeBob thing. Cucumber soda. I've never seen this. Oh, maybe it's like a seltzer. They might have this. They might have that. Muscle milk. C4 Jolly Ranchers flavor? Oh no, you guys have the worst suggestions. I need to start another channel for like... Hey, I need to... Guys, I need to start another channel for... for like health advice so that I can take over Lucas Tracy's real food cookbook gig. Because my mom's been on the fucking healthy food grind for over 25 years, brother. I have all the health notes. Collab with Cooking with Volk when... I would collab with Volk. I like watching his cooking channel, honestly. Anyways, guys. Raw milk. I don't think it's available in New York. Do they sell Jarritos there? It's a Mexican soda. Ah, they do. There's a few Mexican bodegas around, and I have gotten... I haven't had Jarritos in a long time though, like since I've been like 16 or something like that. Get that sauerkraut and kimchi. You know, I want like I'm so thirsty. Incredibly thirsty. Don't eat animals. Okay. Anyways. I would get a Jarritos. I haven't had Jarritos in a long time, but it's just way too sugary. I feel like these days if I eat an apple, I feel too... like, just too weird. I don't know if they sell salt soda in Bodega. What's salt soda? I don't know how it's translated in English. How do you say it in whatever language it's originated in? Which UFC fight night do you think has been the best so far this year? Ooh. Which one has been the best? One second. Which one has been the best? Diego Lopez versus Gene Silva was pretty fucking good. Tyra versus Park was pretty decent. Probably those two. Da 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 da. Tyra versus Park Tyra versus Park was really solid. It's the feeling of how you put salt on watermelon and it satiates the thirst. The salt induces salt soda. What is it called? Is it a Spanish thing? How do you say it in Spanish? Is Cam in here? Who is Cam? Anyways, guys. C4 Jarritos and muscle milk is the recommendation that I got. I'll probably get something closer to like coconut water. But yeah. No, it's a Chinese Shanghai thing and it's literally called salt soda. Oh, okay. I mean, maybe it's here. What are you dressing up as for Halloween? I don't know. I'm probably gonna dress up as a fucking emo. Because I can do a really good emo look. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I guess I could do Trinity too, but I feel like my hair is a little bit too long for that now. Anyways, yeah. Pick on Tom versus Taylor rematch. I got Tom. Anyways, guys, I'm literally like so dehydrated. It's not even funny. I'm going to go get something to drink. You'd make a sick raven. I could. Maybe I could like. Hold on. I could be a ninja. Anyways, it's actually time for me to go, so I'll see you on the next one. I'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget to come by. Hey, like this stream if you liked it. Good night. It's almost midnight, so yeah. Muslim? No, it was supposed to be a ninja. Anyways, it's time for me to go. I've been saying that for a while. No, seriously, I'm so thirsty. I am so thirsty. I gotta go. Anyways, yeah. See you tomorrow.